So, what do Steve Jobs, Gary Bincevega, Eugene Shwartz, and David Ogilvy all have in common, aside from the fact that these four men were absolute legends? In this video, I'm going to share exactly what the four of them had in common and how this actually relates to the world of leadership, sales, and influence, and how, if you understand these two simple things, you could exponentially increase your impact and income as a direct result of it. What's up, guys? This is just Jonathan here. And if you know anything about marketing or anything about any kind of product that has completely changed the world like Apple iPhone has, then you understand and know who these individuals are. Steve Jobs, the original rebel. Everybody typically knows who Steve Jobs is. Eugene Shwartz, he was the individual who was responsible for arguably the best book on marketing ever written, Breakthrough Advertising. If you try and go find a copy of that book on Amazon, good luck trying to get it anywhere under $300 to $400 to $500 because they are very, very difficult to find. Gary Bincevega, the original buster, he was a true legend in direct response copywriting. And then David Ogilvy, he was, again, another legend and the original madman. But when you look at what all of these four men had in common, you find something very, very specific. Let's talk with Steve Jobs because he's probably one that is most known by any of us that would be watching this video. Question: where did Steve Jobs get this idea of the iPhone or the iMac, the big screen, or even the iPad? Did he just drum it up himself, or did he maybe pull it from somewhere else? Well, if you do any kind of study, what you're going to find is that Steve Jobs was very, very influenced by the clean design of Braun products. And when you look at the similarity between the iPhone, the iPod, and then the iMac, what you'll notice is how closely they resemble Braun products. If you don't believe me, take a look at Braun's calculator and then see how closely it resembles the original iPhone. It's almost exactly the same. Or an iPod. If you look at the first version of the iPod, you're going to see that it almost exactly resembles the thermostat that Braun had created. Or if you look at the iMac, the huge screen that they have, you'll see that it very, very closely resembles a large speaker that Braun had made. What can we learn from these kinds of things? Well, Steve Jobs knew where creativity already worked, and then what he did was he applied some artistic flavor to where design and proven market fit had already worked, and then he directly applied it to an item like the iPhone or the iPad right here that has completely changed our lives in this world. What in the world does this have to do with leadership, sales, and influence? Well, here's exactly what it has to do. All four of those men understood two things. Number one, proven market language, the dialogues that you and I have, the words that we speak, the way in which we communicate. And then the second thing is actually proven formulas, proven recipes, proven ways in which we can get something done. And the danger that you have to be aware of here in the world of sales is that if you have the right formula but the wrong language, you will languish or you will fail. And if you have the right language but you have the wrong formula, you also will languish but likely fail. What you need instead, and what we can put into practice from these four geniuses, is that you need a proven process or a proven formula in terms of an overall consultation and how to actually engage with people, sequence step by step in the right order to align yourself with human psychology so that you can be the true leader, that you can connect with people on a really deep level. You can find out exactly who they are, where they want to be, and really in particular, who they want to be. And then you can use your proven skills, your knowledge, and your assets that you have at your disposal and lead them to that place. But if you don't know how to talk to people, to find out that information, to connect with them on a deep level, and then have the skill required to lead to that position, you're not going to get it. And on the other hand, if you've got the right process or you've got the right formula, but you have the wrong language, then you also are going to be hurt, and you're going to be in a position where you're experiencing friction that you don't necessarily need to. This is why so many salespeople, they fail when they first start, because they use old language. They use language that used to work. They use assumptive language. They ask questions that put buyers or sellers or anybody wanting to commit to anything, and they put them in a defensive posture. They communicate poorly because they're using the wrong words, and they're using the wrong tonality, and they're probably operating off of old dogmas and old models that used to work in 1980, but they no longer work in 2022. So what does this exactly mean then? Well, this is exactly what this means. You need the right formula, and you need the right language. And when you wield these things together, when you put them together side by side and you exercise them in the right way, you put yourself in the greatest possible position to succeed, to engage, and to help as many people that you can, and getting things out of the way that don't necessarily need to be in the way because you use the wrong formula and you use the wrong language. What is the right formula and what is the right language? Well, you're gonna have to wait for the next video in order for me to share that, but I will. I'm gonna give you the exact formula, and I'm gonna give you the exact language to use so that you can then have that and use that to your advantage so that you can help more people, and that you in turn can also help increase your income. I'll see you on the next video. See ya. Hey folks, if you like that video, you might want to check out this one right here. And if you're looking for a daily letter where the best and most accurate news is curated daily so you don't have to do it, that could affect you or your clients financially, things like real estate, taxation, crypto, and more, you can subscribe to the daily letter right here, right on Substack. I'll see you in the next video.